you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome.
Chances. Why me? God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get counseled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safe is the hamper. Yeah, my b***h a star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta if it's me or you. He got five, a lot of fluid. Got away from the haters, say hallelujah. Be crazy, be the closest to you. It's okay, cause they know that I come to do it. Hold your VO for Virgil, exclusive Louis. I hit a Ewing, it's hitting and glistening the movies. If you smoke at the door, then I'm tending to it. Watch when I step here, come my belt. Angel on my shoulder, but the devil on the left. I got a meal, not a meal from a shelf. I do it alone, I own myself. Stay home for you, don't get playing dirty, hit below my belt. I'ma get the bad, do to show myself. I had to show myself. Make room on my plate. I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet. I buried them deep and they still in the way.
I filled up the crib with cars, alls with all in all. I'm still having space. Got a particular taste, picky eater, I guess. But I'm some stuff in my face. She got a natural rap like a natural do like the she don't like. I was outside of the building, I'm on in the spot when it be there, you gotta have faith. I'm in a minute, I said ever since we lost bro, it ain't really much more I can take. But 10 when it's late, mama told me to pray, I do that cause you know I can play. You felt the fill up for real, we got rides in the back, but you know we ain't coming to play. You be up playing the States, I be up playing abroad with the mates.
Make room on my plate, I just said my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste, I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate, we talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Roquan Smith with the pick. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 39. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. You got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Chubb here on first down. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They give inside to Chubb. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Chubb. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the dark.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. But new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. And that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Henry running left. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 4th down, so we should see the punt team on to send it away. They're going for this. He's on the move. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Deron Bland has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Joe. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. He has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Working inside the red zone.
Oh my God.
Keeps himself upright. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Running once more with Henry. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Hey, report. Report.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Brought in inside the 20. And They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar off the play fake. Headed out right. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Play action now with Jackson. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Man in motion out of the slot. Here he is to throw on second down. Finds him over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throw on third down. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back to throw. Here's Milton. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, overcut that big. Fuck, he's big.
He's a shy of the 30 before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. They'll motion Lamb right. Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Milton. That one's out to the sideline. He's got it inbounds. Nice toe drag there, but we do have a flag on the play. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Shut up. Hey, report. Yo.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Ravens 14, Cowboys 13.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, here's Lamar. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10, Jackson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Hey, middle.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
we changed it. Hey, shot.
Lamar now from the gun.
Damn, man.
Right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can...
Oh, and they fake it. Pass caught. And the fake works to perfection. First down.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
First down throw for Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Mitchell again. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This one from 47 yards away. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Milton. It's Pickens on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Now Milton to throw. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Go, Reed. Go. Set. Cougar 19.
Man in motion here.
Go.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Slot man motioned over. Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw finds Pickens. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. They've got a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this here. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Shut up. Panther 60. Check go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They go play action here. It's taken in by Lamb. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Ball! Henry!
He won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motioning the tight end left. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. That just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
13.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Desperation time here on 4th. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And they send a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now.
Here.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. That's up and through for the point after. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
2nd and 4. Completed here to Pickens. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Chubb going for the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes down a little short of the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Milton now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Looking to throw it.
Damn.
He connects downfield on 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Dump off caught by his back.
Yes.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Chubb can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. He's got it on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Cowboy 80.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Go.
To throw. And it forces it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens make the the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Dallas.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this court.